Okay, starting up from segment on segment 8, and there's some pretty cool flowers. That's an interesting flower. Still hiking above Copper, which is down there, maybe in a mile in. Here's Copper. Sort of walking through the ski lanes. It's a nice trail. So the trail goes right beside this, what do I call this waste of time? Golf course. So I guess if you have no idea what hole this is, but you might could figure out where to park and then just walk up the golf path and hit the trail. That is, if you don't mind not hiking the whole trail. Trail comes up under some working ski lift. Unfortunately, it's gone the wrong direction. And I guess if you still need to ski, there's 112 feet of it. Nice little deer. About an hour from sundown. Cute little bird. Sort of making its way down the path. Nice little creek. Nice little campground spot. Barely enough flat area to sleep right there. I'll go check up that trail to see if there's something better, but this will probably do me for the night. There's me set up. Yeah, this is a nice little camp. Pretty happy with it. Really like these flowers. Anyway, up this morning hiking. There's I-70 down there. Must be like some ski run. Anyway, it's a nice morning. Getting started. Yeah, the sun's up. It's a little cold starting out. We're down here to this creek. These are pretty little flowers. Anyway, I think I'll stop here and have a little breakfast. A robin taking the trail too. There's enough for him. This is the sort of place you'd see a moose. I think I'm gonna hike up and around that mountain up there in the right between the trees, sort of. Anyway, this is a nice hike up this valley. Up above 10,000, so we're in Grey Jay territory. I like those birds. I'm sure the camera's not going to pick this up, but there's about a dozen fish down in that pool. Wonder what they taste like. And when Mother Nature decides to let loose, it's no joke. It's a heck of a lot of force to snap all those trees and pile them up down there. Probably happened in a couple minutes. Really impressive. So I don't know anything about what this cabin was, but that's pretty impressive. Look how long maybe 35, 40 feet long. And looks like he came over here about the same. Yeah. Somebody was gonna live here forever. It's like this is a door and whatever. Pretty little flowers on this bush. It's a nice area. Other than that, it's a bit of a jaunt to go get milk. This would be a nice place. Sort of hard to see, but there's the remains of another cabin right down there. Yeah, I mean, this is on its way to becoming a community. I guess you could walk about a mile and get to Mabel's house and borrow some sugar. Here's a nice bit of work being done by the beavers. Looks like 2 dams. Yeah, it's pretty. Nicely done, beavers. So, trail's gonna go up through that little pass right there. Whenever I see these from back here, I always wonder how long it's gonna take for me to get up over that. I'm almost always wrong. It'll be interesting to see how long it takes. I'm making it up above tree line. Still a little bit of snow, but none on the trail yet that I've seen. Always feels nice to get up above tree line. I'm sure we won't be able to see it, but there's some elk crossing up there. Anyway, nice to see with my eye though. So there's Janet's cabin. That's a right proper cabin right there. I don't know what the deal is to stay with it or if it's private property, but there was a trail going off to it. Looks nice. There's the look down the valley that I walked up. It was a nice walk and it's pretty looking at it. There's a nice little cataract being fed from that snow up above. This is the last time I cross this creek, and I'll go over to the other watershed. Here at the top of the pass. Took me 13 minutes longer than I thought. And then we're apparently continuing up. Here's some nice flowers up here. Really pretty. Just all over this really pretty valley. This pretty area. It's down under the snow. I like these cairns. I mean, there's plenty of building material around to make them, but that was a chunk of work. Yeah, pretty cool, huh? Still headed up. There's some people up at that next cairn, and we go up around that. This is really pretty out here, though. Sort of where that smiley face of snow is where we came over that pass a while ago. Anyway, it's pretty. I don't know if you can see it, but look at that little pond. It's got a circle in it. It's pretty odd. like these tiny little flowers. The blue ones are a wonderful color. But look at that, that's pretty. A bit of industry down there. It's got to do with mining. I don't know exactly what they do. They look like settling ponds, but it's unclear. The range on the other side is pretty cool to look at, huh? This little meadow with aspens. I really like aspens up in the mountains. So here on the edge of this meadow, there's a little stream over there, just barely a stream. And here's my camp, got dinner going. Didn't film a whole lot coming down from Kokomo Pass. There's a lot of downhill, and a couple of things were interesting that I might have picked up, but not much. Anyway, it's now 19:15. I'll eat my stuff and probably be in bed by 20. All right, that's camp cleaned up, and we're headed out. Little squirrel over there has been telling me what for the whole morning. Nice to see a bit of sunshine. It's a bit frosty this morning. I don't know if you can see the frost on those. But yeah, a little chilly. Good to get walking and warming up with the sun. Heading up to Tennessee Pass. I don't know, it's been a road bed for a while, which makes life walking pretty easy. But nice morning. Somebody's like, yeah, I'll come back and get that out next week. The real reason I'd stop here is because I believe it was a marten who was on the edge of the road and I was trying to get a picture of it. But she is gone. Here's some old coke ovens. Just right off the track. Probably keep going back there. These are just the ones you can see. There's some cool plants. I don't know if they're designed to funnel water down or whatever, but they are pretty cool. Oh, look at out there. Some nice asters. Probably my favorite flower. Up here in the mountains. Up here on Tennessee Pass. This is a Tennessee Pass trailhead. Some sort of memorial over there. No idea what it's for. Maybe 10th Mountain Division Memorial? That's what it says. Yeah. Anyway. Cruising. Looks like they have some cabins up here. Probably you can rent them, I'm guessing. See some blue back there, so yeah, they're probably just right off here and people rent them. Be a nice place to stay. Hiking down through here past Worts Ditch. Just your typical Colorado trail. Really nice. Nice bridge here. This would be a hard creek to traverse. I was thankful to the people who volunteer and put together efforts like this so that we can get on down the trail nice and easy. Thank you. Made it to the edge of Holy Cross Wilderness. Gotta fill out a little piece of paper, but nice looking hills up there too. It's been a nice hike today. Trail is mostly just scrambling over rocks for a bit, but given all the rocks around, not surprising. Got up over the top of that hill. There's a little pond over there. Pond out there. Wonder if there's fish in it. So here's a little lake that I saw from a distance. Nice looking place. Probably also figure out how to camp here pretty easily. It doesn't really look fishy to me, but you know, it's worth putting something in the water to find out. Flowers. Let's see if we can see it. Right there is a marmot. That's little streams crossing the trail. That's an odd looking collection of a tree. Bit more of this path. Climbing out of this valley. To get past a few snowfields, nothing much though.